Hey everyone, today is January the 7th of 2023. We've been keeping an eye on different things. Thank you for all the subscribers. We appreciate you. We're almost at 1,500. We got about 100 more to go, and we're going to. If you told me we'd done this 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have believed you. But if you want to be part of the family, subscribe, hit notification, share this video, like this video, because if you like the video, it gets out into the algorithm and then we can tell more people that Jesus is coming. That's our job here, is to make sure that people know that Jesus is coming. Number one thing. Second thing we tell you here is read your Bible an hour a day. Quit letting people tell you what's in the Bible. Okay? Stop doing it. Open the Bible, read it yourself. If you're lost, call upon Jesus. Believe in your heart that Jesus died on the cross for you. He did all the work. No works can get you into heaven. Only He can get you into heaven. No other God can get you into heaven. No other name except Jesus will get you into heaven. There's no other gods. There's only one. His name is the Lord Jesus Christ. He is the Messiah. That's it. That's the only way. And if you believe that, you're saved. And you're sealed. And you're ready to leave with us here very soon when we get raptured into the sky. Because it's coming. And it's coming very quickly. I got this from Flopper. He says, this night I had a dream that I was in a car, and I don't know if if this is a dream from God, but we're in a car going onto a freeway fast, and I mean fast. There were two people uh, in front of me, and a guy next to me that was getting progressively faster as we are getting faster. Things are getting quieter, and my eyes are slowly taken by a white light. Then the white light goes away, and I'm still in the car. But instead of passing away, we turned off the highway and everything felt normal. No crashes, no bruises, but there was a time where this guy next to me decided to jump out of the car and start rolling and hitting the other cars. Just now, I'm realizing that the guy would have survived if he would just stayed in the car with us. What I'm getting from the sort of this thing is that the destruction is about to happen. Jesus saved us before. We're about to crash again. I don't know if this is a biblical dream or not, but I don't want to deceive anyone. I believe you are, Flopper. See, he deals with all of us different ways with dreams. And the reason I mentioned that, there were some other people had something just like yours, Flopper, about the cars and stuff like that. So he deals with each one of us differently. I want to stress that to everybody. Everybody, their dreams are different, and I go through these and I see the significance of each dream. And if I see them lining up with other people, what they're seeing, that's when I'll post them. But I want to make sure that everybody knows: do not post in the comments. The email is in the description box, and you send yours there so we don't miss it, because if you put it just in the comments, there's so many comments that we get lost. Okay, and I can't get to everybody's comments because I do work through the day. It's hard for me to get through to it. When I get back, I mean, I've just got so much on me, it's very hard to keep up. I am going to start doing lives, but I'm going to wait till I get a better mic and everything before I start doing that. Now if there's something really important, I will go live. I mean, if it's like something that happens in San Francisco or something like that, because like I said, in my dream, San Francisco is very important. It's one of the first things that starts all this off, because I was walking through and I saw all these trains derailed and all this stuff, and I heard the Lord go, "This is San Francisco," and He was showing me what's going to come to San Francisco. That there were some major events going to happen in San Francisco. Once this event happens, New York will be the next. And I saw the Statue of Liberty turn from green to black. So in between there or after the New York event, we're gone, because after that, I'm looking down at the event. I'm not at the event anymore. So after the San Francisco and New York thing, and like I said, people are still sending in moon pics. There will be an event that happens to the moon. I don't know, but it'll be on the news. Whatever it is, it's going to be something that's going to happen. I don't think it's just for us to discover it. I think there's going to be like some kind of event that happens on the moon. Don't know what it is, but that's in there also. A lot of people ask me about the 3 days of darkness. I think the beginning of the rapture starts the 3 day darkness. So when we get raptured, The people that are left here will be in it. That's when that starts. Do we face it? I don't think so. I don't think we're in that, but there's all kinds of signs that we're waiting for to fall into place. San Francisco is the first. Once it's out of the way, we know that the rapture is on its way. It's coming. Because there's going to be a major war break out around the world. All at one time. It'll be quick, but we leave before the war starts. And I mean seconds before. It's going to be like that close. You might even see the mushroom cloud and the light. It'll be that close. But we will be out here. That is the day we get raptured. And I know it has to do with a submarine. I've known that for a while now, that one submarine starts it all. And what happens is, when all this stuff happens, it unlocks Pandora's box. Everybody decides, well, if they've done it, let's do it. And it just becomes a pile-on situation. And it happens. World War III does not end up like World War I and World War II. It's very quick. It's over very quick. But a lot more people pass. A lot more people. A lot of people won't survive it. I mean, it'll be horrible. You will not want to be here. You want to be on that train getting out of here and going to heaven. You do not want to be here. Because as soon as it all happens at that time, and that's when the food will stop. There'll be no more stores, no more fast food. All that out the window. It all leaves. Life as you know it, playing on your PlayStation and your Xboxes, will all be over. And it'll be like that. And God has described it to me as a very quick event. That's why He snatches us out of here right before, because it happens so fast. People do not have time to prepare for it. Don't matter if you got bunkers or anything like that, nothing's going to help you. Nothing. Yeah, there'll be survivors, like I said, but once we're gone, the only way you can get into heaven is to lose your life. You got to lose your life for God. That's it. It's the only way. And it's not going to be pleasant. There won't, like I said, the events that happen after we leave is so horrific. A lot of people don't believe in giants, but giants are real, and they'll be back, and they won't have to hide anymore. All these things that hide underground, all you got to do is start going into Google and start looking up at a lot of these underground places. They're real. They're very real. The Lord showed me they're real. I'm not going to talk about a lot of the crazy stuff a lot of other people say about them. I mean, I don't know that. I didn't see that. But I do know there is a lot of things. And see, that's them preparing for the rapture. I keep telling everybody, I don't care if you believe it or not. The government knows it's going to happen because they're in contact with fallen angels. And I believe I believe in my mind that Antarctica is a jail for a lot of the fallen angels. I think that's a jail cell for the 200 that was bound here. It says in the Bible they was put in a desert. I mean, and you think about Antarctica is a desert. It's not like the desert you think of, but there's no water, there's no food. It's a very desolate place. And I'm telling you, every politician has to go there all the time to either get information. There's something going on there that every country in the world has agreed. They can't agree on anything, but they will all agree you can't go to Antarctica. They say there's no supplies. Oil's starting to... There is enough oil and natural gas in Antarctica to supply the world forever. That's how much resources are there. See, they're lying to you. And nobody's allowed to go there, and nobody that's a billionaire or trillionaire even questions it because they're all in on it. They know what's there. And I think they go and get information from these things. That's where we get our technology. UFOs, that's all angel technology. That's all it is. And you got to think, we know for a fact these things, they're not coming from space. They're coming from another dimension. There's other dimensions. That's where they're coming from. Think about it. When I see the rapture, what did I see? I seen a big circle in the sky. And it opened up. It was a dimension opening. And that was Jesus coming to get us. Heaven's in another dimension. It's right above our heads. But it's another dimension. These UFOs, they come in and out. They've got technology. Angels have technology. God created technology, people. Use your brain. I mean, it's all there. We was forbid, we wasn't supposed to know this technology because the technology brings on wars and people acting stupid, and that's why the watchers was put in a prison because of what they did. They taught man how to use metal, how to fight, showed us how different ways to win battles, everything. They was teaching us all kinds of stuff. Not only that, was they was mating with women, all this other stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff. Because he said the days of now are like the days of Noah. That means we're messing with DNA again. That's why he destroyed the world the first time. It was people messing with trying to make man into goats, man into horses, and all this other stuff, this crazy stuff that they was messing with. We were like, well, that ain't happening now. Oh, yes, it is. It's just happening underground. You just don't know it. It's happening. That's why God's coming back, because these are the days of Noah again. Man is doing it again, trying to play God. When man starts messing with God's creation, that's the end. And they're doing it again, but they're doing it underground. They're creating, all you know, Bigfoot is probably one of their creations. I mean, they're messing with things. These viruses, they're all man-made. These things ain't happening in nature, people. They're making these things to change your DNA. And in my vision, I think that they're doing it they're trying to make Jesus come so they can get this fight on with, because they think they've got it now to where they can do this. That's why all this stuff's happening. They knew if they could populate and change enough people's DNA, they could get God to come out of the heaven and get this thing started. Because they think that they're going to win. That's what all this is about. They think they're going to win. And I think a lot of that's what's going on right now, is that a lot of this stuff that they've put out is messing with people's DNA. And that was enough. Jesus had enough. When he first came to me on October the 24th, he's like, I've had enough. I'm coming. Stop preaching what you preach and tell everybody I'm coming. I mean, I could hear it. He's had enough. So whatever they're doing is so horrible. And they're doing it right behind your back. Don't think that they're not. If you think, oh, no, I'm telling you, that's why the rapture is going to happen, because they're plotting things against you. The rich, the wealthy, all of them are plotting against you. You got to be very careful, because a lot of these people, they see us as a strain, that there's going to be no more resources, there's not enough for them, and they don't want you here. And they come out and say it, people. This is not conspiracy. All you got to do is go look it up. They say it. So YouTube can't really hit me with anything, because it's their word. They're the ones saying it, that the world's not going to make it unless we get rid of a lot of people. They're saying it. So that stuff's bothersome. And that's why Jesus is coming back. He's getting the church out of here. He knows what they're planning on doing. Do I know? No, I have some thoughts on it, but I know it's really bad for Jesus to be coming back to get us. That they're doing something really bad, and they're planning something really, really bad. And that's why he's coming back. And like I said, the Antichrist is definitely here. Definitely here. And when we're gone, he will be revealed probably within a week, maybe. Probably about a week. And all that stuff, like with the third temple, that will be done within 6 to 8 months after we're gone. They've already got everything ready to go for that. And it's not going to be up on that Temple Mount. They've said they found another site that was the original site. That's where they'll go. You got to think, Satan copies everything that Jesus did. Like, we're getting halfway of the tribulation. The Antichrist at that time will get a mortal wound in the neck. And he'll die, but I guarantee you he'll rise on the third day, because he's going to copy everything. Everything he's going to copy. He copies everything Jesus has done and what he's going to do. That's what he does. I guarantee when he comes, he's going to come down on Mount Olives. That's probably how he'll be introduced. He'll come down on Mount Olives, because that's what Jesus is going to do in the second coming. Except Jesus won't be alone. He'll have a bunch of us with him. He'll have his armies. And then the world will answer for all the evil and what it's done over this 6,000 year period. And like I said, the earth is 6,000 years old. It's not a day older. This billions and millions has to get you to not believe in the Bible. That's all it is. It's all lies. Every bit of it. They're lying to you about so many things that you would not believe. You've been taught since you was in kindergarten certain things that are just absolutely lies, and we all believed them. We all went with them, but pretty much our whole lives have been lies. And our government did a pretty good job of lying to us and making us believe other things and even the church believes them. But the thing is, when I start diving into stuff and find out all the lies, I'm telling you, it'd make people puke. But there's a lot of lies out there. And I'll just be glad when we're off this planet and we don't have to deal with these evil people anymore. Like I said, subscribe. If you have any dreams, visions, get any moon pics, anything strange, UFOs, I don't care what it is. You send it in to us. If you think it's something that we need to have and talk about on here, let us know. Send it in. It's in a description box. And we appreciate everybody that's working with us with these projects and helping us out, because, I mean, you all been a big, big help, and I love every one of you. If you don't see me again, I'll see you in heaven.